What's going on, guys? It's Danny, your Wi-Fi astronaut, back here with another video. Again, still live from Paris, but today we're going to be going over how to kind of get that initial step up and that start onto Amazon, because I'm getting a lot of messages from you guys saying like, hey, I'm dead broke. Maybe, I have no money, a little money. How do I actually get started and get my foot in the door? So first off, I have a lot of threads about this on my Twitter account. So after this video, check that out. Second, I want you to follow these steps that I'm about to give you on how to actually get started selling on Amazon, the first few steps that you need to do, and how to navigate through this. Now, look, if you have no money, right, I'm talking $0, you need to get a job and you need to save up some amount of money. Now, if you live with your parents, unless you're paying rent, then you don't need to save up months worth of rent or months worth of expenses because you live with your parents and they are providing that for you. If you live on your own, you should be saving up about 2 or 3 months worth of rent just in case, and then you should be starting Amazon as you work. And if you don't have a job and you live on your own somehow, then you need to get a job and you need to start working, whether it's part-time, DoorDash, or Uber. You need to start doing something to get in some income because you can't be dead broke, right? You can't have zero income coming in. You need your first stream of income to start and get that snowball going. After that, or as that is all happening and as you figure all that out, you need to create an Amazon seller account. Now, I have tons of people who ask me about this stuff and they go, hey, Danny, what's the first step to getting sold to selling on Amazon? And I say, create an Amazon seller account. And then they see that it's $39.99 a month and then they don't do it. Guys, like, this is something that you have to, if you can't rationalize somehow the $40 a month it costs to have an Amazon seller account, then you're never going to make it, because that $40 a month results in millions of dollars in sales a year for a lot of us, and it's tens of thousands of dollars in profit a month. So it's so minuscule. It's so small. And on top of that, I think they changed the way they charge it now. So you only get charged that once your account is approved and activated. They don't charge it first. They used to, as soon as you applied, they charged it, but now it's just once the account gets activated. So once you got that going, you kind of want to figure out how you want to sell and what areas you want to sell. And I highly recommend, if you really have no money, start with used books. Now that you may be like, what do you mean used books? Now you can go to thrift stores, library sales, even around your house, and get used books for about 25 cents, 50 cents, $1 at most, and then resell them back on Amazon. And you can build up a quick bankroll. You can build up a quick few $1,000s in a couple months and just kind of get that ball rolling. You could do more. I did about I think I did like $50,000 in book sales over a couple months when I first started, and that gave me my first few thousand, or I guess like around $10,000 to start with on Amazon. Books is a great way. It's super cheap, and it allows you to also make mistakes very cheaply, because if you send in let's say 50 books at 25 cents each, or like 50 cents each, that's 25 bucks in a box. Let's say you labeled them wrong, it's only a $25 mistake. Whereas with online arbitrage, if you put 25 units in a box, it could be $1,000, right? So it allows you to make mistakes cheaply and quickly and learn from them. And also, books is scalable, in my opinion, to a point. You could go the route of bulk books, but I don't recommend that for everyone right now. I think you should start books to start building some cash flow up, and then eventually transition into an online arbitrage model or a wholesale model, or even while you're doing the books, you should be looking into those things and learning and consuming and understanding. But to get like the real first steps here with the books, you want to get a Scout IQ account, and I'll link that down below. You're going to get a Scout IQ account. You're going to want to get a Bluetooth scanner. You don't even really need this, but I recommended the Bluetooth scanner is going to be like, I think it's like $70, or maybe actually it's like $40. And then Scout IQ, you want to get the database version, is like $44 a month. And then you'll be able to turn profits within like 30 to 60 days selling books. Maybe I'll make a series on how to, make your first dollar on Amazon. And I think that would be pretty cool. Maybe I'll start a new Amazon account and show how you can make your first dollar on Amazon selling used books. If that is something you're interested in, let me know down below and I'll get working on that. But that is pretty much it, guys. That is how you're going to want to be able to make your first few dollars on Amazon. I highly recommend you start with books. I recommend this to a lot of people. You start with books, you get the ball rolling, and then especially if you're starting with extremely low capital, you're able to get the ball rolling, and then you can end up where you want to be eventually. You try to stick with it and understand that Amazon is a long-term play. It's a process. You're not going to make your first dollar profit in a week, in barely even in a month. When that first payout takes about 45 days to get, just because you're a new account, and then thereafter it's about it could be anywhere from 14 to 30 days from when you see a certain dollar, depending on when it's sold during the payment cycle. But you guys got to stick with it. And then I promise you, if you stick with it and you follow all of my content, all the other great content out there that's available for free, you don't need to buy a course. It's all available for free. You, my friend, can do Amazon as well. I wish you guys the best. Have a great day. This was Daniel, Wi-Fi Astronaut. Peace.